You want to know, has Bitcoin and the crypto market bottomed? Yes and no. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci. I'm here in the pipe 5 by 5 here in Dubai. Hope you're doing well. Man, oh gosh. It is the beginning of something big, right? Yes. Can the cryptocurrencies bounce here? There's a good chance of that. We're going to talk about that and show you in the charts why I'm thinking that's the case. But keep in mind that this is not like, oh yeah, I hit the buy button and then it keeps going higher. No, no, no. There's going to be a little bit of pullback, and then maybe we're going to break out of this doldrums, and we're going to take a look at that in the charts. So make sure you watch all the way to the end. But before I do that, I want you guys to know that the de-dollarization has begun. What does that mean? It means that gold and silver are selling like crazy. Bitcoin is another asset that's going to protect you because these guys have also created their own new transactional system that bypasses SWIFT. So no longer will they need to settle transactions in 3 to 5 days. It's in 7 seconds. So this is it. This is the beginning. I mean, they've already started this, right? A long time ago. And with the Trump tariffs, this could speed things up along. And we could see the collapse of the US dollar this year. So let that sink in. Okay, that's it. Let's go on to the charts and see what we can see here with the dominance. It's paused for a while, but yeah, don't let that fool you. Once we break above the 64%, the 73% is the target. I want to know, you know what, all of this here, this green zone here, is like this is overall for this particular move, right? But right now, I think we're gonna blast through all that. If we were to go to monthly here, if we were to actually, oh yeah, well the 61.8 is right there. If we were to do another Fibonacci retracement, just move it right back up to the top here where it was, where it first started. And then if we were to move this right to where we've bottomed here. Actually, was that the bottom there? I'm wondering. That was the bottom. That was crazy bottom there. There we go. We can see the 78.6 to 61.8. Ooh, look at that. Look where that matches the 61.8. Gosh, damn it. Right where the 74, 73% is. So you can see probably a little bit of a pullback there, as we've pulled back several times already, right? Almost right here, here. So 74% is the area where you can see a pullback, and we can see basically a chance for you guys to like actually, you know, buy into the alts and see the alts do well. But really? You want to wait until it comes all the way up here and then bounce comes back down to 64%? Really? We're not even at the 64%. We're just below it, and really, it's over. But the crying, man. All right. Anyways, moving on. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. You can see we're still in that falling wedge here on Bitcoin. Let's just make this bigger. You can see that if we break out, yes, a $96,000 target is our where Bitcoin could reach. I think we're going to probably roll over up here, most likely on the daily here, or roll back down and retest the lows. If we go down to the hourlies and stuff like that, you can see that there is, you see this looks like it's going to be a Bart Simpson pattern. Nope. But I don't think we're going to touch the ultimate lows of 74. I think you should start raising your buy orders. Anything below the $78,000 mark should be a buy on the Bitcoin down. Anything below that is a buy, and a gift for you at that point. Yes, no guarantees from the management, but it's still a good price, even if it doesn't work out. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum, oof, well, I'm telling you, Ethereum, you could hold this short, probably to you could retest the red line if you're still holding this short. You could hold it, but really, I told you guys you should just take profits. If you want to jump into another short, right? Let's just see here. It's kind of late for that. I already did jump into a short on Solana, and it would have been the same thing here, right? If we zoom in, right, we're late to the short. This morning, it fired earlier on. If we take a look at the lower time frames, you can see we topped out, right? Once we broke this area here, that was it. That's it. The short's in play. So you could say, well, maybe it could come back to that area. You could wait for that and take your shot if you want, but it's unlikely to do that. So if you're willing to do the short position from here, the entry point is approximately there. So you could probably even, like, let's just say you said, okay, fine, it's unlikely to do that, so let's just short from here. Okay, that's okay. That's acceptable. And you just take a stop loss right at the candle bodies, right here, bottom of the candle bodies. There you go. And you could do that. Yeah, you could do that. Do a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, and yeah, that will get you into the zone here. And you're not going to lose a whole lot of money, even if the market just goes oof and comes back down and wicks you out, right? Because it's always a possibility when you're jumping in on a short, right? But we're definitely in the area where this thing's just going to collapse. And the reason why we did that, right? And let's go on to Solana, is because remember what I say, right? When you miss the boat, you miss the boat. But when the institutional players miss the boat, they bring the boat back. And this is some serious boat back bringing that they're doing right now. So remember, right, on the weekend, first off, this thing dumped, right, heavily, right? Dumped heavily, right? Remember? And then so they missed that on the weekend, right? This was, Saturday, right? The Sunday night, they missed all that. So they got to bring it back so they can short it. And that's how it works, right? It is the way it is, right? Because they don't want to miss all of this. And so, yeah, that's what they do, right? And so that's what I was looking for. And I was looking at it and I was saying, okay, yeah, this is definitely boat bringing back, because it was $120. So this thing could break down all the way to $80 really, really fast, right? Because that's what they did. They wanted to get in on that big move down. All right, with that said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.